Hey everyone, so for today's video, I wanted to jump on here and give you 3 recommendations for drugstore priced foundation. So I was actually just looking through the makeup that I've been wearing a lot lately and just noticed that 3 of them happen to be more affordable products. So this isn't a review of drugstore foundations, like these are good for the price. I'm just throwing out these recommendations to you guys because these are good products on their own. Despite what the price is, I would honestly pay a lot more for them. If I had found these formulas in Sephora foundations, I would have spent the money on them. So in general, despite the price, these foundations I 100% stand by. They are so good. So let's just jump into this video because I'm really excited. Definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it. It really helps me out to know what kind of content you guys like and that you enjoy this video. And of course, if you're new, hi, I hope you'll subscribe. So definitely make sure to do that and check out some of my other videos. So let's start off with the foundation. I actually posted in my community page a few days ago when I was on vacation, and I said, guys, I finally found this foundation and have been wearing it and loving it. Do you guys want to see a video? So this actually kind of inspired the video. Wow. So I actually have been looking for the CYO Long Lasting Foundation for a while. I actually learned about this foundation from the Taylor here on YouTube, and she really loves it. It's like her holy grail. And I had been looking in different Walgreens for it for a while and couldn't find it. It was always sold out. Now I know why. So I am wearing the shade 102 and I actually have it on my face today. And this was the only thing that I wore for 5 days on vacation. I bought it on the first day when I saw it in Walgreens. This is also $5.99. For this formula for $5.99, out of all the foundations in my video, this is the best deal, hands down. This formula actually reminds me quite a lot of the Cogendo Aqua. The way it looks on my skin really mimics that, and that is a $60, $70 at this point. It's a very expensive foundation. I'm honestly blown away by this foundation in general. So let's kind of get into the nitty gritty of why I love it so much. First, starting off with the finish, like I was mentioning before, it is incredibly skin-like. That was something I was a little bit worried about because it is a long-lasting foundation. It says it's life-proof, and anytime something is very long-wearing, I initially am a little bit hesitant to try it because I have dry skin and these foundations can be a little bit drying. This one is not whatsoever. It gives you a very natural look. It is not super dewy, which I actually really like for summer. I like going with something super dewy in the summer, but this has been like a breath of fresh air because when it goes onto the skin, it smooths and it's medium coverage, so it covers everything really nicely. Powders blend exceptionally on top. I don't see a need to set this foundation whatsoever. Maybe if you have more oily skin. The shade range is better than I've seen some drugstore foundations. It's not the best. I'm just kind of blown away that it gives me the look that it does. Again, it's a very natural finish. It looks like skin, but elevated and smoother. It's very sleek. It doesn't look overly cheap for how cheap it is. And the pump itself, you can definitely control how much product comes out, which is great because you also don't need a lot of product with this. It is quite pigmented. It goes so beautifully on the skin because you need less product, but also I've built this up and it still looks good. So I think you really can't go wrong with this one. I'm really excited to share that recommendation with you guys. It's so great. Again, I bought like 3 other ones later in the trip when I found how much I liked this one. I actually purchased it because initially I had self-tan on and I needed a self-tan foundation. And so I picked it up and then went back for just my normal skin tone, which is 102. Let's talk about another one I haven't mentioned on my channel before, and this is the Flower Light Illusion Luminous Nude Skin Feel Foundation. I actually had a rough beginning with this one. Not necessarily that it looked bad, but I had been using this and quite a lot of it with a sponge onto my skin, and I just felt like it could look better, or it was just looking a little bit too heavy. Then I started applying this just with my fingers. So, so pretty. It's definitely more of a medium coverage again. Actually, all three of these happen to be medium coverage, which is great. And I really like this one because it's not like overly dewy. I was kind of expecting it to be super, super dewy, almost like the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC cream. Like when I was reading the description of this, I was imagining in my head it would be similar to that. And the texture of it going onto the skin, I would say, is a little bit similar in the sense that it feels really emollient and kind of like a moisturizer. But this actually dries quite quickly. So you can feel it and it feels, you know, it has that emollients to it, but it's also quite lightweight. So what I do is I apply it to just a little bit like to my cheeks. I go in sections and I just pat it out like this with my fingers. That way I'm not using too much product with this. And when I do that, it just glides over the skin. And I'm actually super surprised with how beautiful this looks. It gives you that luminosity and the medium coverage, but it looks very light on the skin. It doesn't look like you're wearing a lot of makeup. And if you can't already tell, no matter the finish, even if it's a really dewy finish and it looks like makeup, that's like my pet peeve. I hate when makeup looks heavy and looks like makeup. And again, this has already dried on my hand. I think that is a good testament to also the way that this wears. This is definitely a long wear foundation. I wore this for, I think, 16 hours. I wore this for 16 hours yesterday. And by the end of the day, a lot of it had worn off, but I still felt like I had like a sort of veil, like a thin veil of coverage. This really wears nicely. It doesn't wear off in patches, which is so crucial with long wear makeup. I also want to quickly go back to the CYO because I didn't mention this. This shit lasts through everything. I would wear this for like an entire day on vacation as well. And I was kind of blown away by the way that this wore too. But this especially, because it gives you that nice, really fresh look to your skin while also being long wearing. I think that this is really good. I'm really glad that I tried it out again just with my fingers. The foundation range in here I think is pretty similar to the CYO. And this is a little bit more expensive. I think it's around $15. And this one is also around $15. This is kind of my favorite. I've talked about this foundation so many times with you guys, but it is the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. I think that this is one of the best foundations at the drugstore. It is tried and true for me. If you're looking for a medium coverage foundation with a really creamy and natural look to your skin, I think that this is really, really awesome. Actually, if I'm going into like the dewiest to not the dewiest, I do feel like this one is less dewy and this is the most dewy. And then this one, again, is just like a straight natural finish. This is such a beautiful product because it gives you that beautiful glow with coverage. But something that I think that this does that a lot of more dewy and luminous foundations don't do is that it looks very light on the skin, but it also smooths. I really think it's a beautiful balance when a dewier, more luminous foundation can also make the skin look really smooth and healthy, because I sometimes find that I would rather not wear a dewy foundation at all if it's making my pores more apparent or the hair on my face more apparent. I would rather just not wear foundation. If you can't already tell, I'm pretty picky here. My skin always looks perfected but natural. You can wear this day or night. It's really, really versatile. The shade range on here is the best that Physicians Formula has come out with yet. Thank God. I still have room to grow, but I'm really glad that they're finally making that push. Something I do actually like about the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation is though that this gets a little bit messy, this is quick. So if you really need to just swipe on makeup and get out the door, this is a really, really great product because you just swipe it on your face, blend it out with your fingers, a beauty blender, anything. I feel like this applies well no matter what you do. and you're out the door. Have you guys tried any of these out? Definitely let me know down below if you have, and let me know any more affordable foundations that you absolutely love. Honestly, if all of my foundations were to get thrown out the window tomorrow, like all of my high-end ones, and these were here, I wouldn't go out and purchase another foundation. Definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and my voice is leaving because I'm pretty sure I'm sick. And I'll just stop it right here. Thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and of course, I'll see you in my next one.